I think the Senior Bowl is a great opportunity for our players, especially being in our state here in Mobile, and a lot of fans have a lot of interest in what our players do in this game. So, but I think the guys that chose not to play, Ruben's actually a little bit hurt. Tim Williams is actually a little bit hurt. Jonathan Allen was a little bit hurt at the end of the season. So, I think they all had good reason not to play in the game, and we're happy that the 4 guys that are here are getting an opportunity to show what they can do, and hopefully they can improve people's opinion by what they do.
Coach, what kind of opportunity do you think O.J. Howard has to be a first-round choice?
I can't really make a comment on that. I think it's all speculation. I don't know really the other people in the draft at every position. There's 2 things that happen in the draft. You have a draft grade, right, and then there's where you get drafted based on supply and demand and what people need and what people are looking for. And some positions have sort of greater value than others. So there's a lot of factors that goes into where somebody gets picked. I think you should actually think a lot less about where you get picked and a lot more about what you do after you get picked in terms of what kind of career that you develop.
Coach, Greg Seaman, the other day during his press conference, he talked a lot about his friendship with you and the relationship that you guys have as probably great coaches, obviously. But what kind of addition do you think that Greg is to the Browns' defensive staff?
Well, I think I have a lot of respect for Greg. He's done a good job in a lot of places, and he's a guy that I've visited with quite a bit through the years. And you only really visit with people that you have a lot of respect for, and you kind of see some things that they're doing, and kind of on the cutting edge, so to speak, of what's happening and how you defend the changes of the game. And I think a lot of it starts in high school, and a lot of it starts in the NFL, and we're kind of right in the middle, so we try to take advantage of both.
What does Mike Locksley bring to this coaching staff?
I'm sorry?
What does Mike Locksley bring to the coaching staff?
Well, Mike Locksley's a coach on our staff right now. We're really happy to have him, and when we get all the changes that we're going to make on the staff worked out, we'll make an announcement about who's going to coach what and where.
Do you foresee additional staff changes from what you guys have right now?
Not really. I never know what the other guys are going to do. I'm happy with the staff that we have. They've done a really good job for us, and we were pleased with Mario and the job that he did for us. And Mike Locksley is a great addition to our staff. So we're pleased with the people that we have, but you never know what their goals and aspirations are, when recruiting's over.
Coach, where do you think Julio Jones is going to rank after he finishes this game? Just a thought about him and his performance Sunday going to the Super Bowl.
Well, I think Julio is a great player, and he's got great character, great attitude, great competitor. Probably one of my favorite guys that I've ever had the opportunity to coach. And how he impacted the game as well as his teammates, and I'm so happy for him that he had a fantastic game. I'm happy for the Falcons that they have an opportunity to be in the Super Bowl, and I'm hoping Julio does a great job. But I'm also we've got some players on New England's team, and a coach that's a good friend. So it's kind of hard for me to pick sides, but I just love to see our players do extremely well. And Julio's had a great year, and obviously had a great game, and hopefully he'll have a lot of good luck in the Super Bowl as well.
How do you think Lane Kiffin is going to do as a head coach?
Really not for me to say. It's great that Lane has an opportunity to be a head coach again, and he certainly did a good job for us in the time that he was with us, and we're hopeful that he has great success there.
How do you feel about Ryan Anderson's development and his prospects as a pro?
Ryan Anderson played great for us. The guy had 9 or 10 sacks and double-digit tackles for loss, and was a really good leader on our team, and very, very consistent performer. And he can probably play inside backer or outside backer, and he's got some pass rush ability. So I think his versatility as a player creates a lot of value for him.
But signing day has become such a big event at colleges and high schools around the country. Do you worry that maybe that is just that part of it is minimized a little bit with the recruiting changes and everything?
I don't get the question.
The signing day festivities, that maybe if there's a different signing period and everything, that kind of isn't such a big deal anymore, that one day for high schools?
Well, I think it's a really big deal for high school coaches. Every high school that I go into is very thankful that we're not going to have a signing date before their season. I think the unintended consequences of that would be some of the things that we're dealing with now in college when guys choose not to play in bowl games and how that impacts their team. I think football's a developmental game. I mean, you might have a player that says, well, I'm signing with this school, and I'm not going to play my senior year. Well, I don't think that's good for the player, and I don't think it's good for the game, and I don't think it's good for his high school teammates, and I don't think it's good for his sort of competitive character in terms of the future that he's trying to create and the value he's trying to create as a player. So I like a current calendar. I like the current system. I think having a mid-December signing date certainly allows some guys that know where they want to go and want to end recruiting to be able to do that. It also affords the guys that are mid-year players, which there's more and more of, that are starting at mid-year, to be able to sign and guarantee themselves something and end recruiting for themselves a little early.
Last question.
Coach, you like guys with roles, and a long snapper like Joe Mazza. How important of a role is that for any particular team?
Well, I think it's really important. I think specialists are really, really important, and I think they sort of get taken for granted a lot until you don't have one and he snaps the ball over the punter's head. Then you're saying, where's Colwack? You know, I mean, so he's done a fantastic job for us. All the first game that he ever came, he was a long snapper, never skipped a beat, and was very consistent. And I don't remember a poor snap in the 4 years that he's been our snapper, and obviously graduated and represented the program well. So the guy's a fantastic player, and he's going to have a long career because he is really, really good at what he does.
Thanks, Coach.